Today I'm going to deep clean this old decommissioned hot tub and we're gonna make it look brand new again. All right, this is a very large hot tub and I have poor water pressure, so this is probably about 2 or 3 hours later. I'm gonna go run to the store and get some supplies. I do have one thing that I'm gonna let sit in here while I'm letting the tub fill up, and it's just some basic shock. This stuff is really awesome. It's going to kill all the bacteria and prevent and kill any algae that's present. When the electricians were working on the box and the panel in here, I could see some of the inner tubes and they were discolored. So what I'm going to do is just pour a bit of this in here and let it sit for a while I'm out, and that should help get the process going. If this was going into a swimming pool that was 12,000 gallons, you would pour this entire container in, because this is 1 pound. Since I'm gonna guess, based off of the size of this, I would guess 600 to 700 gallons. I'm gonna pour roughly 1/15 of this into the water right now, just to let it sit for a little bit. And then I'm gonna, when the water level is higher, turn on the jets, get some scrub brushes, scrub this real good, and then let this sit for a little bit longer as well. All right, I just finished filling up the hot tub. I noticed that this hot tub has a clean setting, so I'm gonna let that run for a bit. And while it's doing that, I got a net. I'm gonna be netting stuff out. I got this long scrub brush that I'm using as well to reach down in the bottom corners. This clean setting is pretty interesting. What it appears to be doing is it's only turning jets on that are pushing all the water towards the filters. So I'm anticipating that it's just helping me collect all the debris that way. I'm about to turn it off, and then I'll be deep cleaning the filters as well. Next, I'm taking these filters out one at a time. I'm reaching in and twisting this cap off. Keep in mind, every hot tub is going to be different. But here is one of the filters. Discolored and it's got a lot of junk in it, so I'm going to spray that out with the hose real good. I noticed as I was pulling some filters out that this filter guard, doesn't have any screws in it, so it just kind of leans forward and it's kind of not doing what it's supposed to do. So I do need to get a couple of screws to attach that to this wall so that it can kind of guard those filters more. I feel like there should be some sort of net assembly as well, so that it can capture, the leaves, so that when the jets are off, the leaves don't just float right back out. So I'm gonna do some research here. All right, I'm gonna be adding another treatment of shock to the water. I'm gonna let it sit for probably 6 to 8 hours. The water is still freezing cold. This was a hot tub that this client had transferred over here, so I wanna make sure that nothing broke. So I have the temp up to 100, and it doesn't say what the current temperature is. So I'm gonna bring a thermometer and see if we're tracking upward after after a few hours. I have another shock treatment going right now. I'm not exactly shocking the water, more so, trying to get that anti-algae solution through all the tubing and pipes and stuff, because this hot tub sat with water in it for a great deal of time and in a different location, and this owner wasn't using it. So when they opened it recently, it was very gross. So I want this water to be the cleaning agent, essentially, that goes through all the internals and the jets and stuff to make sure that all the junk comes out or it's killed. I'll probably discard this water and refill it again. So I think I might actually add some extra shock even more to that and let it sit for probably half a day. I really want to make sure that everything on the insides of the hot tub is as clean as possible before we proceed to the next step. So I'm gonna get these jets on and just let it run for a few hours with a high treatment of shock inside it. Okay, this is the next day after the shock. I am doing pretty good. I deep cleaned the filters already, so now I just have some debris that I need to get out. I think the watercolor is absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna bounce the chemicals again, and I'm going to do some deep cleaning. Something I like to do is have the jets on so that it stirs up all the debris. Then I'll get my net and just kind of grab it as it goes by and let the hot tub jets do the work for you. All right, I'm on my final steps. Looks like my pH needs to be increased slightly from 6.8 to probably 7.5, and then alkalinity needs to increase from 40. I like to put it at in the ideal to max range because alkalinity will reduce naturally, so I want to put it at like 160. So I just added what I needed to add to increase the alkalinity. That's done. I just put in a chlorine was low as well, so I just put in a floater to get a consistent deployment of chlorine inside of the water. I do need to add some granulated chlorine though to increase that, and then also I have some pH up that I'm gonna increase that pH like I talked about. Other than that though, this thing is ready for use. I'm very excited. It's looking good. Whenever you're putting your hot tub chemicals in, always make sure that your jets are on and your cover is fully off. You don't want all those chemical fumes to get soaked into the cover. Over time it's gonna make it last not as long. Then you want to let it run for a bit and then retest your chemicals probably after 5 or 10 minutes in my experience.